What's up, wrestling fans? You're watching Fight Talks News, the one-stop spot for every WWE headline and showdown. Subscribe now and ring that bell. Let's get started. The wrestling world is in absolute chaos after Roman Reigns, the tribal chief and undisputed face of WWE, dropped a bombshell announcement that no one saw coming. The man who ruled WWE for more than 4 years held the Universal Championship for an incredible 1,316 days and carried the company through its most uncertain times has revealed news that could reshape the entire landscape of professional wrestling. And here's what stunned everyone. Roman didn't announce it through WWE's official channels or at a press conference. Instead, he did it through a non-WWE interview, completely catching management off guard and sending the company scrambling to contain the fallout. The announcement that shook the industry. In an exclusive interview with Ariel Helwani on the MMA Hour, Roman Reigns spoke candidly about his career, his sacrifices, and his future. What he said next sent shockwaves through WWE, the locker room, and even Wall Street. "I've given WWE everything for the past decade," Roman said. "My body, my time, my family sacrificed having me around for holidays and birthdays. I became the face of this company during a pandemic when nobody else wanted to step up. I carried the championship through empty arenas and through the return of crowds. I've main evented WrestleMania 7 times. And you know what? I'm tired. Not physically tired. I can still go in that ring. But mentally, emotionally, spiritually tired of the politics, the schedule, and the constant pressure to be the guy." Those words alone would have made headlines, but it was what came next that truly stunned the wrestling world. Roman's future in doubt. Roman revealed that his current WWE contract expires in 8 months, and for the first time in his career, he's unsure if he'll re-sign. He explained, "Not because I don't love wrestling. I do. Not because I don't respect WWE, I do. But I have to decide if being Roman Reigns, the WWE superstar, is more important than being Joe Anoa'i, the father, the husband, the man who wants to be there for his kids, instead of watching them grow up through FaceTime calls from hotel rooms." That single statement changed everything. Within hours, WWE stock reportedly dropped nearly 4% in after-hours trading. Investors, fans, and insiders all realized what this meant. The possible loss of WWE's biggest star and cornerstone of its creative structure. Conversations outside WWE. Then came the biggest revelation of all. Roman admitted that he's already had conversations outside WWE with Tony Khan from AEW, with New Japan Pro Wrestling, and even with Hollywood producers about potential acting roles. He also admitted that he's discussed the idea of retirement with his family, saying he might step away from wrestling entirely by the age of 40 to focus on his personal life. This wasn't about leverage anymore. This was about a man who has achieved everything in WWE now questioning what comes next. For WWE executives, that's the nightmare scenario, because you can't negotiate with someone who's ready to walk away for good. WWE's immediate response. According to multiple reports, Roman did not inform WWE's PR team or management about this interview beforehand. He didn't seek permission. He didn't clear his comments. He just spoke his truth. Within hours of the interview going viral, WWE President Nick Khan released a carefully worded statement. "Roman Reigns is one of the greatest superstars in WWE history, and we look forward to continuing our partnership for many years to come. Roman has earned the right to explore all aspects of his career, and we respect his openness about the challenges of being WWE's top star. We're confident that when Roman weighs all factors, he'll recognize that WWE is his home." But the key word there was confident. There was no confirmation that Roman had signed a new deal, no guarantee that he would stay, just hope. And in the world of corporate wrestling, hope isn't security. Triple H's reaction and backstage panic. Insiders reported that Triple H immediately held an emergency creative meeting after hearing the news. Frustration was high, with one source claiming he even threw a chair out of anger. He reportedly told the writing team, "We need contingency plans, all of them." A plan if Roman resigns, a plan if he leaves for AEW, a plan if he retires, because this announcement just put our entire WrestleMania season in jeopardy, and he's not wrong. With WrestleMania on the horizon, Roman's uncertainty leaves every major storyline hanging by a thread, including potential dream matches with The Rock, rematches with Cody Rhodes, and the ongoing Bloodline saga. The retirement possibility. Roman turns 40 in May 2025. After 15 years in the business, multiple injuries, and 2 battles with leukemia, he's earned the right to think about life after wrestling. He's spoken before about not wanting to stay too long or tarnish his legacy. Watching legends wrestle well past their prime has convinced him that leaving on top might be the smarter choice. If Roman chooses retirement, it wouldn't be from weakness. It would be from wisdom. Few wrestlers ever walk away while still at their peak. Hollywood calling. Hollywood is another strong possibility. Roman's appearances in the Fast and Furious franchise and his natural charisma have already drawn attention from major studios. Following the paths of Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, John Cena, and Dave Bautista, Roman could easily transition into acting full-time. The opportunity to work 30 days a year in front of cameras instead of 250 days in wrestling rings is hard to ignore. However, success in Hollywood isn't guaranteed. Roman would be entering a highly competitive industry, but his presence and discipline give him a fighting chance. The Bloodline and WWE storylines at risk. Roman's departure would have far-reaching consequences. The Bloodline saga, one of WWE's greatest long-term storylines, would be left incomplete. Who takes over as tribal chief? Solo Sikoa? Jey Uso? The entire faction's identity revolves around Roman's leadership. The recently teased Shield reunion with Seth Rollins could collapse entirely. The emotional depth and rivalry that made the story compelling would vanish overnight. Even Cody Rhodes' championship reign could suffer. Beating Roman was supposed to mark Cody's defining moment, but if Roman leaves soon after, that victory might feel hollow, like conquering a king who was already leaving his throne. The domino effect. Roman's uncertainty sends a dangerous message to the locker room. If he can walk away, anyone can. Seth Rollins' contract reportedly expires in 2025. Becky Lynch, Drew McIntyre, and others have already expressed frustration with schedules and creative control. Roman's exit could inspire others to explore free agency, something WWE desperately wants to avoid. That's why they're fighting so hard to keep him. This isn't just about losing a superstar. It's about losing control of the narrative. The fans and the future. The fan reaction has been divided. Many support Roman for prioritizing his health and family, saying he's earned the right to rest and enjoy life. Others feel hurt, believing that walking away now would rob them of seeing his full potential play out in the ring. Both sides are valid, because Roman's story has always been about balance, power and humility, dominance and duty, family and fame. The final word. Roman Reigns' bombshell isn't just a headline. It's a defining moment for professional wrestling. For the first time in a decade, the tribal chief has reminded the world that beneath the championship belts and pyrotechnics stands a man, Joe Anoa'i, who is thinking about his future beyond the ring. Whether he stays, joins AEW, retires, or conquers Hollywood, one truth remains. Roman Reigns has already changed WWE forever. The next 8 months will decide if his legacy continues inside the ring, or if the era of the tribal chief ends on his own terms. Acknowledge this. Roman Reigns hold.